Hello, and welcome to the City of Salem's Transgender Day of Remembrance. My name is Kelsey Murray, and I am a member of the LGBTQIA+ committee, a part of the Human Rights Commission. Just waiting for this slide. Before we continue, I want to share a few trigger warnings. This event is an emotional time for many. We will be calling attention to anti-trans violence, murder, racism, and suicide. Please take care of yourself throughout this evening and afterward. If you need support during or after this event, please reach out to either of the resources listed on this slide. Your light is needed in this world. I also want to thank our volunteers for the work that made this event possible. Thank you to our speaker, our readers, greeters, tech support, and committee members for all the time that you spent prepping for this event and the work for this evening. I also want to thank our community resources and organizations that are tabling as well. Attendees, please visit the tables to learn more about their resources and services. This event is observed internationally on November 20th to honor Chanel Pickett and Rita Hester, who, like many being remembered tonight, were Black trans women. Chanel Pickett was murdered on November 20th, 1995, and Rita Hester was murdered on November 28th, 1998, both in the Boston area. Gwendolyn Ann Smith, one of the founders of Transgender Day of Remembrance, saw how quickly Chanel had been forgotten by many in the Boston area. So she created the Remembering Our Dead website, where she compiled information about people killed by anti-trans violence. Smith was then inspired to make this memorial a live event and created Transgender Day of Remembrance, which aims to prevent the erasure of trans people who have been victims of anti-trans violence. Tonight, we are here to memorialize the hundreds of transgender people who were murdered, most of whom are trans women of color, and to remember those who have died by suicide since October 1st of 2024. We also strive to bring awareness to the violence and oppression that trans people experience at interpersonal and institutional levels that lead to their deaths. Tonight, we acknowledge that much of the violence against trans people is unreported, and when reported, cases of misgendering, dead naming, identity erasure, and victim blaming are common. Creating supportive, inclusive, and safe communities is a necessary step to preventing these deaths. I also need to address the current political climate in our country. Trans people's bodies, lives, and identities are being policed, attacked, questioned, and invalidated to try and exclude trans people from society. But history has shown that trans, non-binary, gender fluid, and gender expansive individuals have existed throughout all of recorded history. Everyone deserves to live safely in a world where they can be their whole selves. Before we read the names of those that we have lost this year, I would like to introduce our speaker for the evening. I would like to welcome Moss Lynn, a local transgender advocate, to the stage to share some remarks.
Thank you all for being here tonight. I am grateful and humbled to stand with you on a day that asks so much of our hearts. Tonight brings forward a range of emotions: grief, anger, fear, love, compassion, and all of the above. So why are we here? Transgender Day of Remembrance is not just a memorial, it's also a mirror. It is a reminder of who is missing, who is still vulnerable, and who has been forced to bear the heaviest burdens of violence. For some, it's a day to stand in solidarity. For others, it is a reminder of the risk we carry simply by existing. Before anything else, I want to name this clearly. Trans liberation would not have existed as we know it without the leadership, brilliance, and courage of our BIPOC trans family. Yet they continue to face the worst violence, the deepest erasure, and the most systemic harm. Last year, when I stood on this stage, I could not have imagined the profound harm and violence and persecution that our BIPOC neighbors would face under the current administration. Last year, America chose violence and hatred over the lives of our neighbors. We are now seeing the real effects of that, and there are 3 more years to go. That is why it is important to speak out about discrimination, and that has become so commonplace. We cannot fight transphobia without fighting racism. We cannot claim community if we are not protecting the most vulnerable people within it. And if we do not uplift our BIPOC siblings, then we will not have a movement at all. Over the past 4 years, we have seen a steep increase in the number of transgender people who have been murdered. Over the past year, we have seen the largest increase. Statistically, trans women of color are the most likely to be subject to violence, which is only getting worse as misogyny and racism is increasing across the country, which is being led by a man that perpetuates this hatred daily. It does not feel like an exaggeration to say that we are under attack in this country. This year, we watched extremist rhetoric spread, we watched LGBTQIA+ people become political scapegoats, and we watched BIPOC and immigrant communities targeted alongside of us. We are being legislated against, we are being dehumanized, and we are becoming political talking points. But it does not have to be this way. We have also seen unprecedented organizing against these harmful rhetorics and politics. We have seen communities step up when our government has failed us. Tonight is more than grief. It is remembrance, it is community, it is love in action. We gather to say that those we've lost, we see you, we carry you, and we will not let your legacy be forgotten. To each other we say, we are still here, even when the world tries to silence us. Community is how we get through this. To my fellow trans community, we are living through something difficult, something I thought that we had progressed past, something that should never have happened. Many of us are asking what comes next. How can we protect ourselves and each other? I don't have a perfect answer, but I have a truth. We cannot do this alone. There are at least 3 million trans people in this country. We are not isolated. We are not invisible. We are a community, one that holds each other up even when the world feels hostile. Check in on each other. Build networks of care. Reach out even when you feel drained. Survive. That is all we can do right now, is survive. Live in spite of what the world thinks, and find community that will uplift you while this country tries to bring you down. If you are here tonight as an ally, listen closely. This is not the time for silence, not the time for neutrality, and not the time for I'm not political. Your voice has weight. Your safety gives you access. Your privilege is a tool. Please use it. Challenge misinformation. Interrupt harmful jokes and conversations. And speak up at your workplace, your school, your dinner table. Support policies that keep trans people safe. Don't wait for tragedy to act. Right now, we do not need allies in theory, we need allies in practice. We are the future. Right now, we are tired and we are grieving, but we are also resilient in a way that cannot be measured. We have survived, and with enough of us pushing, refusing to disappear, refusing to be silenced, we will build something better. A world where trans people do not have to calculate safety before stepping outside. A world where trans people lives are honored, protected, celebrated. A world where remembrance is no longer about death and violence, but about joy, creation, and possibility. Tonight, as we speak the names of those we have lost, let us pledge one thing: to protect a living, to fight fiercely, to love boldly, and to remember always. Thank you for being here, and may the memories of those we've lost guide us towards a safer and more compassionate world. Thank you.
Between October 2024 and September 2025, 340 trans and gender diverse people were reported murdered or died by suicide worldwide. In recent history, state legislatures have been flooded with anti-trans bills, furthering the systemic oppression and marginalization of transgender people and perpetuating violence against them. These bills are another symptom of white, cisgender, and male supremacist systems, and systems that we must dismantle to create a safe, welcoming community where everyone belongs, and that we celebrate the beautiful diversity of humankind. Tonight, we hold our communities close as we mourn those that we have lost, those who were taken from us. Tonight, we remember. As names are read, we invite everyone to light their candles.
Maite Lopez Regalado. Honey Walker. Jill Heathers Bouvier. Name withheld. Ren Aziril Wilgos. Kylie VR Pons. Megan Jordan Cridley. Florencia Luna Rinaldi. Floppy. Name unknown. Name unknown. Lionel Gerardo Monteverde Marcano. Cris Chirinos Alvarez. Ayub Ali. Phoenix Casetta. Raven Saeed. Rick Alistair Newman. Saritha. Priscilla. Carice Saldariga. Son Coleman. Naira Victoria Neris. Amanda Eduardo Rios. Allison Ketchum, Alex. Nazak. Salmone. Luann Costa de Silva. Soraya Ruiz. Evelyn Marcelli, Avina. Jay Floris. Frida. Deborah Mirante Silva. Dylan Amaya Cardona. Leah Joe. Lisa Camacho. Serenity Birdsong. Juana Castaneda. Yumiko. Cal Shearer. Spencer James Castle. Isabella dos Santos. Gritza Sandoval. Rosario Sansone. Fidi Sheikh. Sydney Lee Phillips. Sid. Rita Pilar Almiron. Name unknown. Alejandra M. Kanisha Chantel Coco.
Santa Rosa, Kayla Jane Walker, Disney Borrejo, Leah Sampson Grimbley, Camilla Vasquez Guzman, Kejal, name unknown, Hassini, Sajana Kunwar, Jessica Lorraine Bezojo, Reliza Wright, Mahu Hija, Jimenez Apare Sejo, Y Nacimiento de Lima, Betela S. Pere Tucson Temotera, Elana de Jus, name unknown, name unknown, Rhea Rios, Tetican du Leracanon, Dr. Sammy, Petra Zeal, name unknown, Roy Mora, Berenzea Ja, Rafaela Lorena Soranze da Rocha, Mona Lisa, Tamara Sunyi Ga Azkona, Neori Tanya Pachinko, Azira Barnes, Myla Gomez, Cam Thompson, Jay Hermes, Bianca Castillo, Pare Bibar. Taya Ayala. Mika Shah Baz. Roberta Guimarães de Silva. Anjali. Maria Albuquerque. Ghana Kinar. Sota Nogara Oliveira. Rafaela de Sosa Oliveira. Nika Aja Areva La. Andre Ina Garcia. Nicole Souza. Zani Louis. Eleron dos Santos. Gabriela Alauza Santos. Giorgio.
Name unknown. Parker Savarisi. Natalia Santo Domingo. Zulma Hernandez Mendoza. Gabriela Rojas La Roda. Adige Shashank. Betsy Mariel. Alejandra Jimenez Susan, Chloe. Diani Ruiz. C. Hernandez Cutiño. Sarang Punekar. Ren Tampus. Stephanie Francesca, Steph. Pamela Mireya. Blake Wava Quinlan. Name unknown. Carolina. Paula Nacimiento Batista. Andrea. Sheila Cagua. Elisa Rai Shupe. Kendra Oliva. Juli Roberta Santos de Villena. Ela Pereira dos Santos. Tyla da Costa Vieira. Aubrey Dameron. Chidia. Yansu. Sheila. Daniela Mutis. Larissa Patricia Poliana Buya A. Bonita. Tahiri Broom. Gulalai. Sam Nordquist. Sophia. Name unknown. Erviana Johnson. Pamela Nunes Valadares. Amiri Dior. Shalani Dolina. Jennifer Mikashel. Jennifer Michael Chavez Ramos. Arina Nefs Demchuk. Linda Becerra Moran. Paula Bracho. Name unknown. Sheikh Oliveros Quintana. Taylin Valencia. Jordan J.J. May. Saba.
Kildare Dione Eduardo Pereira. Ana Paula. Indira Deepa. Davide Garufo. Dandara Veek. Name unknown. Caitlin Renetta Benoit. Alice Servo Elisa Sarova. The Guy. Alicia. Katoria Cynthia Banks. Maria Paula Peleas. Rebecca DePaulo. Babalu. Shagufta. Mia Zuri Gutierrez Ramirez. Marcela Valentina. Faith Roberts. Sarah Milleray. Jennifer. Nora Horwitz. Shakira Pereira Guajajara. Bablu Tala. Archita. Valeria. J.D. De Souza Oliveira. Robson Brando da Silva. Alexandra Ruiz. Tanshuri. Francisco Cadavid. Ivana Perez. Sarut. Kelsey Alem. Lucy Fox. Waranan Panancha. Kira Salim. Delia Supelanas. Kadalia. Leslie Storm. Sophia. Daniele Roja, Sofia Shihan, Tanya Monserrat Marquez, Angel Jacinto Reina Garcia, La Fideo, name unknown. Name unknown. Hilary Perpetuo, Shai Paris Dupree, Palwasha, Marcial Eustachio Pacora Cora,
Byron Joel Rodriguez Tejada. Catalina Espinosa La Osa. Lorena Eurispel Salazar Luisa. Narwar Jimenez. Sumia. Wafa. Carmen Wells. Charlotte Fosgate. Name unknown. Kutsaya Mahmoud. Puwanan Kampmard. Kyra. Paulina. Name unknown. Tessa June. Jax Grattan. Laura Schuler. Hope Leica Youngblood. Rocky. Emma Slayback. Carmen de Oliveira Alves. Jimena. Zaibi Malik. Sogan Patel. Emilides Quintero Brito. Shabela Rodriguez. Carla. Name unknown. JJ Godby. Christina Hayes. Baba. Gabrielle Nguyen Cam. Lily Dawn Harkins. Ali Jehon McClintow. Cheyenne Pereira Lima. Kira Apostol. Ezra Hewlett. Jesse Beltran. Kia Lay Tabitha Roberts. Renee. Kamara Woods. Marion Lapo Moroncho. Valeria Lavalle. Artie Cassidy Beowulf Gibson. Vivia Paiva. Lopez Albanito. Robin Precious. Titli.
Alexis Noé Velasquez Delgado. Ali Khan. Alice Carrier. Dream Johnson. Chio. Asadi. Camila. Liam Marin. Jadiclea Silva. Name unknown. Rosario Blanco Lacharis. Bruna Santos Franza. Samia Alves Jimares de Jesus. Giovanni Fortes da Silva. Name unknown. Name unknown. Duda. Fernanda Domico. Name unknown. Tony Asik. Joanna. Angelo Pozo. Laila Alejandra Para. Nida Nazlair. Trish Dahl. Name unknown. Rosa. Claudia Denace Acosta. Anu. Daira Martinez. Elizabeth Sanchez, Ellie. Katia Daniela Medina. Mosa Reyes Castillo. Cajal. Name unknown. Blair A. Sawyer. Rosa Machuca. Ma Yi San. Maki Motan. Name unknown. Guri. Name unknown. Ravenna. Jericho Elorate. Monica Hernandez, Moni. Jocelyn Paez. Wendeley Gabrieli. Cassie Irea K. Holmes. Onyx Cornish.
Aurora Pellegrina Alexa Luna. Michelle Ederbe. Robin James Post. Montserrat Martinez Lamonce. Guadalupe Arias Lupe. Nubia. Michelle Troce. Soleng Rodriguez da Silva. Cynthia. Ruby Vienna. Paula Rada. Dr. Lily Lilai Darling. Blake Strum. Kake Brito. Sabir. Churis. Amanda Falcoa Rocha. Madhu Sharma. Maria del Mar Perdomo. Anisa. Lamonce. Grampola. Raquel Leticia. Bruna de Concesao Sosa. Natasha Alvarenga Ferreria. Rebecca. Valeria. Chantel. Blaze Alexander Ball Mason. Nacho. Rayane Pimienta da Silva. Ani. Asma. Samina. Carol. Scarlett. Karen. Mariana. Kendra Cabeza. Christine. Ketlin. Samantha. Tyra Love Tori Jackson. Kika. Shira Patino. Vanessa Yasmin Quiroga. Juliana Aguilar Torres. Yaya. Maria Clara Azevedo. Ruby Guajajara. Victoria Strauss.
To paraphrase author and transgender activist Leslie Feinberg, we're not taking away your identity. No one's identity threatens your right to self-identify and self-expression. On the contrary, our struggles bolster your right to your identity. My right to be me is tied with 1,000 threads to your right to be you. Thank you for attending this evening. If you need additional support, please reach out to the resources on the screen, and then please leave your candles as you exit. Thank you.